Greetings and salutations, fellow pilots. This is Akirishin, and we are here with the new update. And I am very excited to be able to bring you the BV P.203 Blohm und Voss German heavy fighter, tier 8 fighter that you get through the new operation that is available. I can tell you I have had a tremendous amount of fun flying this heavy fighter. I have enjoyed it very much, and it is definitely worth getting. So, what characterizes the BV P.203? Well, it has powerful autocannons that are effective against aircraft with high survivability. It has good survivability, but large dimensions and vulnerable engines. As you can see, it is a big plane. Okay, big target up there. It's got high airspeed and a long-lasting boost. I want to say it's 37 seconds, if I remember correctly, but we'll make sure of that when we check out the aircraft stats here in a moment. Very effective in intercepting aircraft at high altitude. Does quite well up there in nosebleed section. And is equipped with a defensive turret. Okay, so I got that back here. Okay. Controlled by the rear-facing gunner there, up in the front cockpit area. There's those the housings for the cannons. No bombs, no rockets. It has a 13mm machine gun that does 49 damage per second with a rate of fire of 700 rounds per minute. Great at starting fires. Effective firing range of 500 meters, so about a medium range machine gun. Two 15mm auto cannons that do 85 damage per second with a rate of fire of 420 rounds. Very nice effective firing range of 720 meters. And the coup de grace, two 30mm cannons that have high single shot damage, large range of fire, high chance of critical hit, so 140 damage per second, rate of fire of 60 rounds per minute, and a very long effective firing range, 950 meters. And those are they're just beastly, man. They really tear into enemy aircraft very effectively. Does, as we mentioned, have a defensive turret that does 128 damage per second, effective firing range of 700 meters, field of fire 40 degrees, gun elevation 30 degrees, gun depression minus 40 degrees. Stat-wise, its maximum optimal altitude is 2,500 meters. Its service ceiling is 4,500 meters. Rate of climb 126 meters per second. So it is gets up there quite well with the high altitude aircraft. Does a good job up there. Maneuverability is just crap. Now, you know, normally, and we'll talk about this in a minute, but normally I would put a lot of enhancements into maneuverability, but I decided with this particular aircraft that I was going to go totally zoom and boom. Okay, so for you zoom and boomers out, you're going to like this video because that's how I have designed this aircraft. So average time to turn 360 degrees, 15.3 seconds. Folks, a cruise ship would turn faster than that. Rate of roll, 60 degrees per second. So yeah, pretty bad. 180 kilometers per hour is the stall speed. So definitely there's worse out there, so not too bad for such a large aircraft. Airspeed, 612 kilometers per hour cruise speed. Boost speed gets up to 870 kilometers per hour. Boost duration, 37 seconds. and maximum dive speed 900 kilometers per hour. So very fast aircraft. Cumulative damage for all of the forward-firing aircraft armaments, 559 damage per second. Optimal distance, again, 950 meters. That's on the big cannon there. In terms of equipment, for the cockpit, I went with Advanced Gyroscopic Sight, which has plus 11% accuracy of forward-firing offensive armaments, which is a must since you've got that low rounds per minute huge cannon up there. Bonus characteristics: a plus 5% chance of inflicting critical damage, plus 5% accuracy when firing at moving targets. Your negative is minus 7% pilot's resistance to injuries, but I have equipped, as always really, the emergency medical kit, which restores our crew members, including our pilot and our gunner, back up to health if they are injured. Your other option would have been cockpit armor, which would have increased crew's resistance to injuries, but at the cost of aircraft maneuverability. We really do need the accuracy, though, for those cannons, so I think the sight is just an absolute must for this aircraft. For the airframe, we went with advanced polished skin. Again, built this to be a zoom and boom aircraft, so anything I could do to enhance this aircraft's speed or thrust, I did. Plus 6.5% cruise speed, plus 6.5% acceleration while diving. Bonus characteristics of plus 1% yaw maneuverability, who cares, plus 1% cruise speed, that's an important stat for us. And your negatives are decreased maneuverability, minus 3% yaw, minus 3% maneuverability in turns. Your other options would have been reinforced skin, which would have increased wings and tails resistance to critical damage, but you lose aircraft speed, so that's inconsistent with our zoom and boom strategy. Reinforced airframe, which would increase aircraft hit points, but at the cost of aircraft maneuverability. And again, we wanted to go with the polished skin because it best fits our strategy. Lightweight wing frame, which I normally would have gone with on a heavy fighter like this, and which would have increased maneuverability, but at the cost of aircraft hit points. But again, I've pretty much just completely abandoned maneuverability upgrades and went total speed on this fighter, this heavy fighter. For the engine, I went with advanced uprated engine, which increases acceleration without boost by 5%, cruise speed plus 2.8%, bonus characteristics of plus 1% cruise speed, plus 0.5% maximum speed with boost activated. Your negative is minus 13% resistance to fire. In the second slot that we have, because I do have this aircraft at specialist level so that I can feature all of its components to you. Improved high-speed gas turbine, which increases by 3.5% acceleration with boost activated, plus 1.9% maximum speed with boost activated. Bonus characteristic of plus 5% engine cooldown rate, which is nice. The negative, which really is a negative for our build, is minus 8% boost availability. I wish we didn't have that. I would have rather lost some more maneuverability, but yeah, they took a hit on our boost there. Other option would have been engine armor protection, which would have increased engine's resistance to damage, but you'd lose speed. Self-explanatory why I didn't choose that. Lightweight power unit, which normally I would put on my heavy fighter, which would have increased aircraft maneuverability, but at the cost of engine's resistance to damage. And this aircraft's engine is its lifeblood, so I didn't want to do that. Finally, with forward-firing weapons, and I think this is a must. You've already got pretty good range of fire, so I did not go with long gun barrels, which would have increased range of fire, but at the cost of burst length. Did not go with gas-operated action, which would have increased rate of fire, but you'd lose firing accuracy. You really need firing accuracy with this aircraft, so you didn't want to lose that. So I did go with the burst length increase with reinforced bolt carriers. And specifically, I went with improved reinforced carriers, which increases burst length of forward-firing offensive armament by 9.2%, plus 2% rate of fire of forward-firing offensive armament as a bonus characteristic. Its negative is minus 6.6% accuracy of forward-firing offensive armament, which is, you know, that's a real negative that impacts us, but I think that extra burst length is really important. Otherwise, your cannons would be overheating much too fast. And I've found that extra burst length to be very useful. Alright, in terms of equipment we haven't talked about, a must on this aircraft, emergency engine cooling, which improves the engine cooldown rate by 5 times for 10 seconds. Very nice to have. Once you've used up your boost, you have that available to kick that in. Emergency engine restart, again a must on this aircraft. Your engine is your, as I mentioned, just the heart of this build. So we want to make sure if it gets damaged, we can get it back up to speed. For ammunition, I went with fragmentation ammunition, which causes maximum chance of inflicting critical damage and is recommended for auto cannons. Also special ammunition for the turret gun, which brings to bear maximum chance of the gunner inflicting critical damage. For pilot skills, we have Hauptmann Charlotte von Stauffen, a special pilot who has a couple special skills. The first of the special skills is Dazzling Star, which allows you to see enemy aircraft much sooner, 40% sooner. And her other skill, which is very important, I think, is that you have an advantage with a head-on attack. You're going to have a much greater likelihood of causing critical damage with a head-on attack, and that happens a lot. So very useful. Now, this is where it gets a little difficult to decide. We could go with Engine Guru 1 and Engine Guru 2, which would really be nice to have and enhance our aircraft speed. But I chose to go with greater accuracy with Marksman 1, which reduces dispersion of forward-firing weapons by 5%, and Marksman 2, which also reduces dispersion of forward-firing weapons by 5% and increases accuracy of firing at actively maneuvering targets by 10%. So that's all cumulative to Marksman 1. I just really think it is important to get those cannons on the target, because with a, you know, the aircraft is already fast, but it's not all that accurate with those cannons. And when you're a zoom and boomer, you may not have that long on the target. So when you do have time on the target, you want to get hits. And that is why I went with the marksman skills over the engine guru skills. If I had an additional skill point to use, I would put it in fire resistance, since we did have, because of some of our equipment choices, increased fire chance. Paint schemes. You're looking at my absolute favorite paint scheme, maybe in the whole game, and that is desert on this aircraft. Look at that. Isn't that just awesome? I love that. I wish I could have that on all my aircraft. That's summer, winter, pretty nice, and finally marine. This is the camo paint scheme that comes with it. It's pretty nice. But when you go with that paint scheme, you lose out on plus 20% concealment, plus 10% tolerance to damage from AA guns, and plus 5% tolerance to damage from gunners. So you're missing out on a lot by going with the stock paint scheme that comes with the aircraft. Put it back on desert there. Alright, so that is my zoom and boom build for the BV P.203. What we will do now is head into battle and see how it actually performs. Alright pilots, so our first combat in the BV P.203.
You are approaching the area of combat
Let him
operations.
finish.
Be ready.
We'll be over the Alpine Gambit Narrow Pass Theater of Operation. And we will climb up to altitude and head to the military base.
Show me what you can do, pilots. Let's roll.
Alright, so let's see what we have coming in here. Got a heavy fighter up here. Let's deal with this. Come on. You know, we might be better off just trying to finish him off with the gun. He's almost dead anyway. There we go. Alright, let's see what we have here. And looks like we got taken out by fire there. Alright. Oh, we kind of flew into a bunch of reds there. Get down to about 20 and then let our boost get back up to speed. To full strength, I guess, I should say. And we've got a ground attack aircraft down here, and I would say we've got the firepower to deal with that. And we'll climb here and then head back down. Finish it off. There we go. Alright, so we better take out that 262 as our primary target. Let's see here.
Our military base is launching strikes on the enemy. This will make things easier for you.
Alright. Yeah, hack. Okay, whatever. Like I need a hack to take something out with these cannons. And this guy's toast. Yeah. And you see the strength of those cannons. They are just lovely. Alright, so our boost is out. So we we will let it build back up there. Alright, we've got our old buddy here, the 262 again, and he's coming in for a pass. Well, we got the 262 anyway. Alright. So we need to get some sectors here, so we'll head over to the we'll head to the military base here and see what we can do. A multi-role over here working on our garrison. And I'll work our boost down to 28 seconds, and then we'll let it build back up. F2G here. Let's see what we can do about this. Back around and see if we can't get that fighter on the second pass. There we go.
The military base is ours. Prepare to carry out a strike. Be advised, a line of thunderstorms is approaching. We'll soon be unable to provide
Taken
support.
out by the F-94D, which has a vicious gun on it. Okay, come on, clock, let us back in. Looks like they got our garrison. We have over there with it a bomber, a ground attack aircraft. So maybe we can head over there and take out the bomber first and then the ground attack aircraft. Hurry up, clock.
There's a heavy storm here. Unable to proceed. Return into base. Do you copy?
Alright. Let's see. Where'd they go?
They've almost got us.
It's nice to have that extra burst link there. Okay, we've got a multi-roll down here that's low on health. I really wanted to take him out.
We are losing the military.
There we go.
There are too many enemy aircraft.
And we got our it's over there, fighter. Our boost build back up here a little bit. Fighter's just kind of sitting there. There we go. And we've got the bomber up there. I don't know if we can get to it in time. I'd love to take it out though. Come on, speed. Ah, somebody else got it.
Air supremacy achieved.
Oh, nice. So the team is doing quite well. And we got an XP 72 down here. Let's see if we can knock it out.
Great job
Almost.
today. We'll be waiting for you back home.
All right, excellent victory. #1 spot on the team, 3 chevrons on the grade rank. Subjugator, self-defense master, effective fire, rear cover, hat trick, top pilot, and expert pilot. All right, so we'll head back to the hangar here and take a look at the after action report. All right, so 218,715 in currency, 6,055 in experience points, 302 in free experience. 9 kills, 3 assists, 3 sectors captured. And let's see here. Did get the Avenger accolade there. 9,585 in personal points. So yeah. So yeah, those cannons. Whew. Very nice. Very nice. I really like this plane, folks. It's got great speed, good boost, excellent cannons. It's a beast. Rear turret. What more could you ask for? Nice paint schemes too. Of course, I said this is my favorite. Look at that. That is awesome. Well, hey, let's head into another one. Why not? We're having fun. Okay, so our second combat here will be over the road to Rome confrontation theater of operation. We'll head first to the garrison.
You are entering the zone controlled by the enemy.
And then to the airfield.
Pilots, get ready for action. Let's
All right,
go.
off we go. Let's see what we have here. A couple of heavies. This heavy here. Come on. Look what it did to that heavy fighter, folks. That is sweet, those cannons. Alright, so we've got the garrison, and on we go to the airfield here. Let's let our boost build back up. 37-second boost in total. Got a Kai 84. That thing will melt with these cannons if we get them on it. Come on, baby, just sit up there for me, nice and easy. Yeah. Not a chance. Well, was it mutually assured? Ah, he survived. Oh well, it happens. Ooh. I really wanted to click that button too soon. You know, you sit there and you click that battle button 3 times and you don't get in, but the one time you wanted to delay so that you could change your point of entry, it works the first time. Murphy's Law, right? Alright, we've got this XP-58 specialist aircraft up here. And that is the one that just we collided with, and he got the better of that. But we are set up pretty well right now for an attack, and he is rather low health. Whew, that was close. Let's just get out of dodge here. Specialist Spitfire here. Yeah, got him with the rear gun there. He was doing a little flip there. That put us in a good position. Okay, yeah, he wants revenge, I see. Alright, Mr. XP-58 wanted to come back for some more. That's fine. Whatever. Okay, so we'll head back in here this time to the airfield. And so far we're doing pretty well here. Got a bomber over here, huh? Let's see, where is that bomber? That's opposite direction of where we are. May get him with the fire. Yeah, got him with the fire. Ooh. Target of opportunity popped up there. And we got a heavy fighter over here. I really like the extra burst length. Glad we went with that over the
enemy is concentrating forces near the airfield.
And this guy really wants us again here. It's XP-58. We are in a good position here. Let's see if we can. Ugh. Guy just loves to ram, doesn't he?
Be advised, a line of thunderstorms is approaching. We'll soon be unable to provide support.
Tried to avoid him, but didn't make it. Alright. We're still leading, so yeah, we've got this wrapped up, folks. Got this wrapped up.
I'm proud of you, pilots. Head back home.
Alright, #1 spot on the team, 2 chevrons on the grade rank. Subjugator, self-defense master, effective fire, rear cover, sporting fire, top pilot, flying start, and expert pilot. And of course the victory. We We are back in the hangar, and unfortunately, and this happened in the last video I did with the shooting star, I got kicked out of the game in between the end of the battle and trying to load back into the hangar. And of course, when that happens, we lose our after action report. But I can tell you, based on what we were looking at before we went back to the hangar, we had 7 kills, captured 2 sectors, over 11,000 in personal points, and #1 spot on the team there, and of course victory. So the BV P.203 once again proving its mettle. And you know what? I am having so much fun with this aircraft. Let's do an unprecedented 3rd combat session. Why the heck not, right? Alright, so our 3rd and final battle in the BV P.203 will be over the Alpine Gamut, Moment of Truth theater of operation. We'll head first to our garrison over here, and then we'll head on to the mid garrison. See how things are going at that time.
You are approaching the front line. Off we go.
Alright, we'll scope in on this. Okay, something on our tail here. So if you get in a situation like that where you're almost finished off an aircraft and there's just a little bit more to go, but you're just in the maneuverability issue, best to just let the rear gun take care of it and finish it off. Alright, another BV P.203 there. See if we can't sneak in behind him here. He's climbing right now. Come on. Okay, multi-roll over here. Yak 3 there. Looks like it's coming right at us probably. No. Have to make another pass at it. There we go. I did it. Get a little distance here. Specialist aircraft up here. That's that BV P.203. Got something tail. I don't know, maybe we can get that before. Okay, let's see here. Come back around and see if we can't deal with that multi-roll. Another multi-roll down here. F4U4. Distance and swing around. Back at it again. Hopefully before he gets our friendly. There we go. Let's see. Tempest over here. Oh. Ooh. That was close, wasn't it? Alright. Let's see what's going on here. A lot of action there trying to take our garrison at center. We'll see if we can't help that situation out. IL-8. Low on health. Good time.
Victory is almost ours.
Let's finish that off real quick. It's not already done. We got this Spitfire that's just kind of sitting up there for us. See if we can get some distance and come back at it. Oh, there's a target of opportunity.
Receiving reports about rapidly deteriorating weather conditions. The fort will be unable to reach you. Do you read me? Over.
And boy, there's a lot of action there. We need to get out of Dodge if we can. A little bit heavy there for us to be hanging around. Let's go back around. Maybe we can get this Tempest. Catch it while it's climbing. Yeah, that's a perfect setup.
There's a heavy storm here. Unable to proceed.
Alright, almost had it. Uh-oh. We are close to winning, but they have secured... Ah, there we go. Just pulled it out. Okay, so number 1 on the team. 2 chevrons on the grade rank. And flying start. Okay, 217,774 in currency. 5,196 in experience points. 259 in free experience points. 9 kills. 1 assist. 2 sectors captured. 9,530 in personal points, and that was in 7 minutes and 19 seconds of combat. So there we go, folks. The BV P.203 German heavy fighter. Get back to my paint scheme that I'm so fond of. Beautiful aircraft, lots of fun to fly. beastly cannons. Definitely worth getting. So, and hopefully you can obtain the BV P.203, and when you do, I hope you have great success in it.